Welcome to Buckner Theatre at Florida Southern College. The show will begin momentarily. Thank you for joining us for our live stream production of A Christmas Carol. We're delighted to be able to share this production with you. Given the current situation with the coronavirus, the loss of lives worldwide, the shutdowns, and the subsequent effect on the arts, we feel very fortunate to have been able to mount this production. We greatly appreciate the support of the administration at Florida Southern for working with us to continue our mission, both educationally and artistically. And to our students who have been very diligent in observing the prescribed safety procedures throughout the rehearsal process, both here at the theater and on their own, to get us to the point of performance. In furtherance of those safety precautions, the actors will be wearing masks throughout the performance and have been staged to maintain appropriate distancing. We will take a 10-minute break for intermission so you can stretch your legs, use the facilities, and of course, refill your popcorn. Thank you for tuning in to this live stream, and please, enjoy the show. We will take a 10-minute break for intermission so you can stretch your legs, use the facilities, and of course, refill your popcorn. Thank you.
Christmas comes again, and the very merry church bells ring.
Christmas comes again, all the happy little children sing. Now glory be to God on high, resound once more through earth and sky.
For Christmas comes again, and the very merry church bells ring. Joy bells ringing,
Carolers singing,
it's a very merry Christmas Eve, a very merry Christmas Eve. Comes again, Gloria, Gloria, Christmas comes again, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Glory be to God on high, resounds once more through earth and sky, for Christmas comes again, and the very merry church bells ring. Joy bells ringing, it's a very merry Christmas Eve, a very merry Christmas Eve, a very merry Christmas Eve. Bah humbug! God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. From God our Heavenly Father, blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same, how that in Bethlehem and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing
bah,
you
humbug.
dismay.
Bob Cratchit?
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
A Merry Christmas to you, Uncle. God save you.
Bah, humbug!
Christmas a humbug? You don't mean that, I am sure.
I do. Merry Christmas! What right have you to be merry? What reason do you have to be married? You're poor enough.
Uncle, what right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Bah, humbug!
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas? Ha! You can have your Merry Christmas. And what is Christmas time anyway but for finding yourself paying bills without money? Finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer? Why, if I could work my will, I would have it that every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Nephew, keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Well, then let me leave it alone then. Much good it does you. Much good it has ever done you.
Uncle, there are many things which I have derived good that I didn't make a profit. And Christmas is one of those things. I look forward to it every year. It's a time full of forgiveness and time to be charitable and pleasant. It's the only time of year that I know of when men and women feel free to open their hearts to friends and strangers alike as if they were family. And although Christmas has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, it has done me good, and I am sure will continue to do me good. So I say, God bless it and Merry Christmas.
Let me hear one more sound out of you, Cratchit, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. You are quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder why you don't go to Parliament.
Yes. Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
Ha!
Why?
Why? Ha! Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Ha! Because you fell in love? Humbug. It's even more ridiculous than saying Merry Christmas. Good afternoon.
You have to give her a chance. She doesn't know you like I do.
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I am sorry, with all my heart, to find you so stubborn. But we are family, and you will not break my resolve. I want you to come to Christmas dinner, and will want you to come next year, and the year after that, and the year...
Good afternoon!
And a Merry Christmas to you, Uncle Scrooge.
Humbug.
And a Happy New Year.
Good Christian men, rejoice with heart and soul and voice. Give ye heed to what we say. Jesus Christ is born today. Ox and ass before him now, and he is in the manger now. Christ is born today. Christ is born. Christ is born. Christ is born today.
Get out! 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 Get out! Out! Ha! All this talk of Merry Christmas, and I'll retire to Bedlam.
Rustling among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering, so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Marley is dead. He died 7 years ago this very night. Dead as a doornail. 7 years dead. I never painted out his name. Why bother? I can answer to both names easily enough.
Pity. But we have no doubt that his generosity is well represented by his surviving partner.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable
That we should provide slight provisions for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time.
Are there no prisons?
plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses, are they still in operation?
They are.
Still, I wish I could say they were not.
The treadmill and poor law are in full vigor then.
Both very busy, sir.
Oh. I was afraid from what you had said earlier that something had been done to stop them in their useful course. I'm very glad to hear it.
Since those institutions are seldom known for distributing Christian cheer for mind or body, a few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth.
Ah.
We choose this time of year because it is a time, out of all others, where want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. So what shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. Since you asked me what I wish, friends, I'll answer you with this. I don't make merry at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help support the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there.
But many cannot go there.
And many would rather die.
Huh. If they would rather die, they better go on and do it, and decrease the surplus population. Besides, I don't know anything about that.
But you might know it, Mr. Scrooge.
It's not my business to know. It's enough for a man to understand his own business. I feel no need to interfere with anyone else's. Besides, it occupies me constantly.
But what about...
Good afternoon, friends.
And God send you a Happy New Year.
Get out! You want the full day, then?
If quite convenient, sir.
Ha! It's not convenient, and it's not fair. If I was to withhold your £0.50 for it, you'd think yourself ill-used. But you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
It is only once a year.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the full day. Be here all the earlier next morning.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Today is a day for rejoicing and cheer.
Today is the day for rejoicing and cheer.
So gather, good people, and lend me your ear. Good tidings of joy, let all the earth hear. Today is the day for rejoicing and cheer.
Today is the day for rejoicing and cheer. Today is the day for merriment. Today is the day for cheer. Shout the news far and wide. Christmas is finally here.
There are candles in the windows. Crisp winter breeze. Smell the roasting chestnuts, see the lights upon the trees. Join the carolers in their singing.
Join to the world. The church bells chime. There's a joy in every greeting. It must be Christmas time. Today is a day for merriment. Today is a day for cheer. Shout the news far and wide. Christmas is finally here. Today is a day for merriment. Today is a day for cheer. Shout the news far and wide. Christmas is finally here.
Stockings on the fireplace. Tie the mistletoe way up high. Place the garland on the door. Deck the hall so sublime.
Kill the the goose that is the fattest, for the baking pumpkin pie. Gather loved ones round the table, it must be Christmas time. Today's a day for merriment, today's a day for cheer. Shout the news far and wide, celebrate, it's Christmas time. Christmas is finally here. Christmas is finally, Christmas is finally here.
It's dismal outside. Someone should do something about that. But darkness is cheap. I like that. Ah, here we are. Ah! Ah! Pooh! Just a shadow. Humbug! The path I trod, in solitude retreating, I love to be alone, alone, the world forbidden, alone, oh blessed retreat, alone. just a oh! Ah! Ah! Oh! 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 It's a humbug still! I won't believe it! How now? What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then? You look familiar.
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Ha! Humbug!
You don't believe in me.
I don't.
What evidence of my reality would you have beyond that of your senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because little things can affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach can give them cheats. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of underdone potato. There's more gravy than a grave about you, whatever you are. Humbug, I tell you. Humbug!
Ah!
Oh, jeez! Mercy! Dreadful apparition, why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do, I must, but why? Why do spirits walk the earth, and why do they come to me?
Every man is required, the spirit within him, to walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. If that spirit does not do so in life, it is condemned to do so after death. If he doesn't, he is doomed to wander through the world. Oh, woe is me, and witness what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth and turned to happiness.
You are fettered. Tell me why.
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I wear it of my own free will. Do you know the weight and the length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was as heavy and as long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have been working on it ever since. It is a ponderous chain.
Jacob Marley, old Jacob Marley, please speak some comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give, and I have very little time to spend with you. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere. I cannot rest. My spirit never walked beyond that of our counting house. Hear me. My spirit never roved beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hole. I never got to know any Christian spirit working kindly in our neighborhood. Why? Because their lives weren't useful to me. What kind of man is this? And yet, such was I.
But you were always such a good man of business, Jacob.
Business? Business! Humanity was my business! The common welfare was my business! Mercy, charity, forbearance, and benevolence were all my business! The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean that was my business. It is this time of year I suffer most. Why did I walk through crowds of my fellow beings with my eyes turned down and never raise them to that blessed star which led the wise men to a poor abode? Were there no poor homes in which its light would have conducted me? Hear me. My time is nearly gone.
I will, Jacob, but please don't be so hard on me.
I am here tonight to warn you. You have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring, Ebenezer.
You were always such a good friend to me. Thank you.
You will be visited by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow, when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once and have it over and done with, Jacob?
Expect the second on the next night at the same hour. And the third on the next night, when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more. And for your sake, remember what has passed between us.
Jacob! Jacob, come back! What on earth? Jacob Marley! Come back to me! Oh! Oh! Oh my God! What are you? No! 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 Back up! Back up! What are you doing in my house? No! 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 What are you doing in my house? Get out right now! Oh! Stop that! Stop what you're doing, please! Leave me! Leave me this instant! Oh! Stop! Oh, stop that, please! Back away! Back away! Stay back! Stay back! Oh, what are you doing? No! What did I do to deserve this? Please! Leave me! It was just a dream. Only a dream. Oh. Quarter past. Half past. A quarter to. Oh, the hour itself and nothing. Jeez! Jeez! Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Your light is just so bright. Could you please?
What? Would you so soon with worldly hands put out the light I give? Yours is the dark passions that would like to extinguish the light of truth. Is darkness so cheap?
No. Forgive me. Please. If I have done anything, please accept my apologies. So, what brings you here?
Your welfare.
Oh, my welfare. Well, thank you very much, but I can't help but think a night of uninterrupted sleep would be best for my welfare.
Then let us begin. Take heed and walk with me.
At this hour? But I'm not dressed and it's below freezing outside.
Sing we now of Christmas, Noel, sing we here. Sing our grateful praises to the faith so dear. Sing we Noel, the King is born Noel. Sing we now of Christmas, sing we all Noel.
I can smell the river. And chestnuts roasting. Do you hear them singing? Good heavens, I was bred in this place. I was a boy here.
Your lip is trembling. And what is that upon your cheek?
Oh, just a pimple. Spirit, where are you taking me?
You recollect the way?
Remember it, I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years.
Oh, I used to swing on that gate. Oh, in the tree. I carved my initials in it. I wonder if they're still there. Oh, and the market. The owner used to always give us apples at Christmas time. Oh, and the ponies. I love the ponies. Oh, Harry and Ambrose. Hello.
These are but shadows of the things that have been. They have no consciousness of us. The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child neglected by his friends is left there still.
Alone, the world forbidden. Alone, oh blessed retreat. Alone, and I am hidden in my quiet communion suite.
Why, it's Ali Baba. Dear old honest Ali Baba. One Christmas time, when yonder a solitary child was left here all alone, he came for the first time, just like that. Oh, and Valentine and his wild brother Orson, there they go. Oh, and what's his name, who was laid down in his drawers asleep at the gate of Damascus? There he is. And the Sultan's groom turned upside down by the genie. There he is on his head. Serves him right. I'm glad of it. What right had he to be married to the princess? There's the parrot. green body, yellow tail, with a thing like a lettuce growing out the top of its head. Poor Robin Crusoe, he called him, when he came back home after sailing around the island. Poor Robin Crusoe, where have you been, Robin Crusoe? The man thought he was dreaming. It was the parrot, you know. Oh, and there goes Friday running for his life down the little creek. Aloha, hoop, aloha! Poor boy. I wish. It's too late now.
What is the matter?
Nothing. It's just there was a child singing a Christmas carol at my door last night. I should have liked to have given them something. That's all.
Let us see another Christmas.
Brother? Dear brother, I've come to bring you home, dear brother. To bring you home.
Home, little fan?
Yes, home for good and all. Home forever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be. Home is like heaven. He spoke so gently to me one night when I was going to bed that I was not afraid to ask him once more if you might come home. And he said, yes, you should. And he sent me in a coach to bring you. You're to be a man now, and are never to come back here again. But first, we're to be together all the Christmas long and have the merriest time in all the world.
You're quite a woman, little fan. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like the stone.
Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow.
In the bleak midwinter, long ago. In the bleak midwinter, a stable place suffice. Sleeping in a manger, the infant Jesus Christ. What can I give him, poor as I am?
If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb.
If I were a wise man, I would do my part. What can I give him? Give him my heart.
Come, Ebenezer, pack your things. The carriage is just outside.
Always a delicate creature whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
You're right, so she had. I will not gainsay its spirit. God forbid.
Are you sure Father's ready to have me home?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
But where am I to be apprenticed?
You will work for a wonderful man, Mr. Fezziwig, who keeps a warehouse. Now come, we mustn't keep the carriage waiting. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone.
Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago.
She died a woman, and had, as I think, children?
One child,
True, your nephew.
yes.
this place?
Know it, I was apprenticed here. Why, it's old Fezziwig, bless his heart. It's old Fezziwig, alive again.
Yo-ho there, Ebenezer, Dick.
Why, it's Dick Wilkins. Bless my heart, there he is. He was very much attached to me. Poor Dick, dear, dear Dick.
Yo-ho, my boys. No more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Hilly-ho, clear everything away. Let's have lots of room here. They'll be arriving any minute. Clear away, hurry, hurry. Welcome, friends and neighbors. So glad to see everyone. Thank you for joining our celebration. Please eat, drink, and dance to your heart's content. And above all, have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Bring a torch and then Isabella. Bring a torch, run swiftly and run.
Christ is born, tell the folk of the village.
Jesus is sleeping in his cradle. Ah, beautiful is the mother. Ah, beautiful is the son. Hasten now, good folk of the village. Hasten now, the Christ child to see.
You will find him asleep in a manger.
Quietly come and whisper softly, hush, hush. Peacefully now he slumbers, hush, hush. Peacefully now he sleeps.
Bring a torch, Jeanette. Isabella.
Bring a torch to the stable call.
Beautiful is the mother. Beautiful is the child.
Softly now unto the stable, softly for a moment come.
Look and see how charming is Jesus.
Look at him there, his cheeks are rosy. Hush, hush, see how the child is sleeping. Hush, hush, see how he smiles in dreams.
Gosh, Mrs. Fezziwig, that was wonderful. But let's get
I saw their ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw their ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning.
And what was in those ships all three on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day?
And what was in those ships, all three, on Christmas Day in the morning?
Our Savior Christ and His Lady on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Our Savior Christ and His Lady on Christmas Day in the morning. Bring with her sail those ships all three on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Bring with her sail those ships all three on Christmas Day in the morning.
Come on, Penelope. Looks like good son. Come on, Rose.
Get out of here!
Another round.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh, another great party, boys. Don't stay up too late. Oh, and Merry Christmas.
Did you have some pudding? It was extra special this year.
I did. Fezziwig is lucky to have such a good cook for a wife.
And we're lucky to apprentice with such a one as Fezziwig.
To Fezziwig.
To Fezziwig.
He was the best employer. And he threw such great parties.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small?
Why? Is it not? What did he do? He spent a little bit of money and threw a party. Why does he deserve so much praise for that?
It isn't that, Spirit. It isn't that. He had the power to make us happy or unhappy, to make our service to him a pleasure or a toil, in simply the way he looked at us, and the way he addressed us. 1,000 such little things come together for a fortune of happiness. He had that power.
What is the matter?
Nothing in particular.
Something, I think.
No, it's just... I think I would like to say a word or two to my clerk just now. That's all.
Come, Ebenezer, my time grows short. Quick.
It matters little to you. Very little. I know another idol has displaced me. And if it can bring you cheer and comfort in time to come, as I would have tried to do, then I will have no reason to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
What a double standard! The whole world agrees there's nothing worse than living a life of poverty. But the second someone pursues wealth, trying to better themselves, they are condemned because of it.
You fear the world too much, Ebenezer. All your other hopes have merged into the hope of eluding the disdain of others. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until nothing is left except your one master passion, the pursuit of gain.
What
it
then?
engrosses you.
What then? Even if I have grown older and wiser, what then? My feelings towards you have not changed.
Oh, Ebenezer, our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both young and poor and content to be so. We knew that with patience and hard work, our worldly fortune would improve. But you have changed. You are not the same man.
I was a boy.
Tell me, we had not met before, not had what we had between us, would you seek me out and still try to win me now?
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. Heaven knows. But I cannot believe you would choose a dowerless girl with nothing to bring to a marriage. Not now, when you weigh everything by profit and loss. So I release you, with a heart full of love for the man you once were. This may sting now. I hope it does. I'm sure you'll soon release me from your thoughts as if waking from a bad dream. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
No.
I hope you are happy in the life you have chosen. I hope you can live with who you've become. Hush, hush, oh, how he slumbers. What might have been?
Spirit, no more. Conduct me home. Why do you delight to torture me?
One shadow more.
No, Spirit, I don't wish to see it, please.
no more.
Now you better get to bed before your father gets home. Oh.
Belle, I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Who was it?
Guess.
How can I? I don't know who. Mr. Scrooge?
Mr. Scrooge it was! As I passed, I looked in his office window, and there he was. His partner, Jacob Marley, lies upon the point of death, I hear. There he was, working alone. Quite alone in this world, I do believe.
Spirit, remove me from this place. Take me back. Haunt me no longer.
Ebenezer Scrooge, come hither. Come and know me better. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You have never seen the like of me before.
Never.
Have you never walked with any of my elder brothers in these past years?
I don't think. No, I can't say that I have. How many brothers do you have, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forward last night on compulsion and learned a lesson which I think is working now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe. On December 5 and 20, foom, foom, foom. On December 5 and 20, foom, foom, foom. For a blessed babe was born upon this day at break of morn. In a manger poor and lowly lay the Son of God most holy, foom, foom, foom. Holidays the good Lord gave us, foom, foom, foom. Holidays the good Lord gave us, foom, foom, foom. Summer feasting suits us best, yet with all his name be blessed. Here doth our need remember, sends us Christmas in December, foom, foom, foom.
On December 5 and 20.
Boom, boom, boom.
On December 5 and 20.
Boom, boom, boom.
Who shall us born this night so rosy white, so rosy white? Son of Mary, Virgin Holy.
In a stable mean and lowly, boom, boom, boom. On December 5 and 20, boom, boom, boom. On December
any kind of dinner on this day?
To any kindly given, a poor one most.
Why to a poor one most?
Because it needs it most.
Spirits, I wonder why you, of the many beings in the world around us, should wish to cramp these people's opportunities for innocent enjoyment.
I?
You wish to deprive them of dining on every seventh day, often the only day in which they could be said to dine at all. You seek to close these places on the seventh day? And it comes to the same thing.
I seek?
Forgive me. If it hasn't been done in your name, it's at least been done in the name of your family.
There are some on this earth that claim to know us and do their deeds of passion, pride, ill will, hatred, envy, bigotry, and selfishness in our name. But they are as known to us and all our kith and kin as if they had never lived. Remember that and charge their doings on themselves, not us.
I will.
Cast away the old year passes, la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing the joyous song together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la.
And your brother, Tiny Tim. And Martha wasn't this late last Christmas Day. Here's Martha, Mother. Yay!
Wow, there's such a goose, Martha.
Oh, my blessed your soul alive, my dear. How late you are.
We had a great deal of work to finish up at the milliner's last night, and a great deal more to clear away this morning.
Well, never mind. That's your home now. Sit down by the fire, my dear, and warm up. Lord bless you. Here's Father now. Hide.
Why, where's our Martha?
Oh, not coming this year.
Not coming? Not coming on Christmas Day?
Here I am, Father. I wouldn't miss Christmas.
Children, help your mother with the table.
Peter, would you help Martha with the goose? And how did little Tim behave in church today?
As good as gold. No, better. Sometimes he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much and thinks the strangest things you've ever heard. Why, he told me, coming home, that he hoped the people saw him in the church because he was a cripple, and because it might be pleasant to them to remember who, upon Christmas Day, made lame beggars walk and blind men see. But I can tell he's growing stronger and hardier every day.
The boar's hat and hand hath she bedecked with bays and rosemary. I pray my masters be merry, put as he seen convivium. The boar's head, as I understand, is the finest dish in all the land, and thus bedecked with gay garland, let us servire cantico. May I present the Christmas goose, the likes of which we have never seen before.
There has never been such a goose.
And there's more than enough for everyone.
A Merry Christmas, my loving family. God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirits, I had no idea that Crash had a child who was unwell. Tell me, will the child live?
I see a vacant seat and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, kind spirits, say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race will find him here. Well, what then? What difference does it make? If he is likely to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Oh, you use my own words against me.
I do. Man, if man you be in heart, it would profit you to think before you speak. Then you know who and what the surplus is. What man are you to decide what man shall live and what man shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
A toast, my dear family, to the most wonderful goose to grace our table.
To the goose!
And to Mother's delicious pudding.
It was good, wasn't it? And I thought I used too much flour.
To Mother's pudding.
And to Mr. Scrooge. I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. Oh, I wish I had him here. Oh, I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children. Christmas Day.
And it should only be on Christmas Day that one would toast to the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge is. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do.
My dear, Christmas Day.
I'll drink to his health for your sake and the day's, not for his. A long life to him. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
To Mr. Scrooge.
To Mr. Scrooge. Lo, how a rose blooming from tender stem hath sprung, of Jesse's lineage coming, as men of old have sung. It came a floweret bright across the dead of winter, when half spent was the night. Isaiah 'twas foretold it, the rose I have in mind. With Mary we behold it, the Virgin Mother kind, to show God's love all right. She bore to us a Savior, when half spent was the night.
of holly.
La 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 la.
'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Till the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. Now it's everyone else's turn. Come up with something. Done.
See the blazing Yule before us.
La 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 la.
Strike the harp and join the chorus.
Fa la 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 la.
Follow me in merry measure.
Fa la 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 la.
I tell of Yuletide treasure. La 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 la.
Everybody! Fast away the old year passes. La 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses. La 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 la. Sing we joyous all together. La 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather. La 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 la. Merry Merry Christmas Eve.
Spirit, you have shown me many different celebrations tonight, each joyful in their own way, but I am tired.
Yes,
Where else could we possibly go, and what place is this?
Let me tell you.
Wait, I know that laugh.
He said that Christmas was a humbug as I live. He believed it too.
More shame for him, Fred. He should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
He's not so pleasant as he might be, that's the truth. But his offenses carry their own punishment. And I have nothing to say against him.
He's very rich, isn't he?
I'm sure he is. At least, that's what Fred's always telling me.
What of it, my dear? His wealth is of no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't even make himself comfortable with it. And I'm sure he isn't considering to benefit us with it.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I feel sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. But who suffers by his ill whims? Himself always. Here he takes it into his head to dislike us and to not come and dine with us. What's the consequence? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
I think he loses a very good dinner.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it. What do you say, Topper?
Oh, well, I say a bachelor is a wretched outcast who has no right to express such an opinion on the subject.
Do go on, Fred.
I was only going to say that the consequence of his taking a disliking to us and not making merry with us is that he loses some pleasant memories, which could do him no harm. And I mean to give him the same chance whether he likes it or not, for I pity him. He may rail at Christmas till he dies, but maybe he'll change his mind. And if he finds me going there in good temper, year after year, and saying, Uncle Scrooge, how are you? I really think I shook him yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure you did, darling. How about a game of blind man's bluff? Oh, yes. The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly bears the crown.
The rising of the sun,
And the running of the deer,
the playing of the merry organ,
sweet singing in the barn.
the holly bears a blossom,
As sweet as any flower,
and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ
to be a sinner's good. The holly bears a berry, as sweet as any flower, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to do for sinners good.
I'm glad to see you enjoying yourself, Ebenezer, but our time here is coming to an end.
Yes and no. Let's play yes and no.
Here's another game. Only 1 half hour more, Spirit. Only one.
A wild animal.
Sultan's performing bear.
No, it doesn't dance. Look, it paces.
Oh, does it live in a zoo? Just guesses, please.
It sits in a chair and growls.
Mother's cocker spaniel.
And eats with a spoon.
A sick pig.
A stuffed goose.
A pack rat.
An old goat.
A jackass?
I got it. I know what it is, Fred. I know what it is.
What is it?
Your Uncle Scrooge.
I think you should have said yes to the bear.
Well, he has given us plenty of merriment, and it would be ungrateful not to drink to his health. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, old man, wherever you are. You wouldn't take it from me, but may you have it nevertheless. To Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge.
Spirit, you seem to be growing older. Are spirits' lives so short?
My life on this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight at midnight. The time is drawing near.
Forgive me if I'm not justified in what I ask, but I see something strange behind you. Who and what are they?
Look here, Ebenezer. Look at these children.
Children? Those twisted, pinched things are children? Spirit, whose children are they?
They are the children of ignorance and want. Look at them.
No, they're monsters.
You must look. Can't you see what is written on their faces? You don't need eyes to see it. Do you see it? It is doom.
Have they no refuge? Can they not be helped?
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
Are there no workhouses?
Plenty of workhouses. But many would rather die than go there.
And some would rather kill.
If what you see remains unchanged in the future.
No. Spirit, no. Stay back. Stay back. I take it that I'm in the presence of the spirit of Christmas yet to come. You're here to show me the shadow of things that may come in time before us, but have not yet come to pass. Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have ever seen. But as I know your intention is to do me good, and as I wish to live to be another man, I will accompany you, and do so with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead on, Spirit. The night is waning fast, and time is becoming precious to me.
I don't know much about it either way. All I know is he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I think.
Why? What's happened to him?
God knows.
I thought he'd never die.
What has he done with the money?
Well, I don't know. Left it to his company, I suppose. All I know is he hasn't left it to me. It's supposed to be a very cheap funeral. I don't know of anyone who's supposed to go. Suppose we get a group together and volunteer?
I don't mind if lunch is provided, but I must be fed for my trouble.
I don't really want to go much either way. I never wear black gloves and I never eat lunch, but I'll go if somebody else will. Anyone? I don't suppose we were the most particular friends. I mean, we used to stop and speak when we met on the street, but nah.
Do these men have no sense of decency or decorum?
How are you?
Fine. Fine. How are you?
I'm well. So, Old Scratch finally got his own at last, huh?
So I've heard. Cold, isn't it?
Seasonable for Christmas time. There will be good skating. Do you skate?
No. No.
Pity. Something to think about. Good morning.
Good morning.
Spirit, why show me this?
Let us begin. Wassail!
Wassail, wassail all over the town. Our bread it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. And a wassailing bowl will bring to thee.
Come fill us a bowl at the best, and we pray that your soul in heaven may rest. But if you do draw us a bowl of the small, and down shall go butler, bowl, and all.
So here's to the maid in the lily white smock, who tripped to the door and slipped back the lock, who tripped to the door and pulled back the pin, but to let these young wassailers in.
It's me!
Wassail all over the town. Our bread it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With the wassailing bowl will drink to thee. With the wassailing bowl will drink to thee. With the wassailing bowl will drink to thee.
I was here first. Let the lawn just go after me, and then the undertaker's man will be third. What is the chance? All of us meeting here without meaning it.
We couldn't have met in a better place. Come and sit. No need to be shy. We're not strangers to each other, and we're well matched and suitable to our calling. Come, sit.
What? What odds, Mrs. Dilber? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
True indeed. No man more so.
Well then, don't stand staring as if you was afraid, woman. Who's the wiser? We're not going to pick holes in each other's coats, I suppose.
No, indeed.
I should hope not.
Very well then. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed.
If he wanted to keep him after he was dead, the wicked old screw. Why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he would have had somebody to look after him after he was struck with death, instead of lying, gasping his last there alone, all by himself.
It's the truest word ever spoke. It's a judgment on him.
I wish it was a little heavier judgment, and it should have been. Oh, you may depend upon it if I could have had my hands on anything else. Open the bundle, old Joe, and let me know the value of it. Speak out plain. I'm not a bit afraid to be the first, nor afraid for them to see it. We all knew pretty well what we were doing before I met here, I believe. It's no sin to see one's livelihood. Open the bundle, old Joe.
Now, Mr. Underton, what have you to offer me? Pencil case. Seals. Pair of sleeve buttons. And a brooch. That comes to £1.08. And not another sixpence if I was to be boiled for not doing it. Who's next? Ooh. Nicely done, Mrs. Dilber. Nicely done. £3 even. And if you ask for another penny, I'll repent of being so generous and knock off half a crown. I always give too much to ladies. 'Tis a weakness of mine. That's the way I'll ruin myself.
And now undo my bundle, Joe, since I was here first.
What do you call this? Bed curtains?
The bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you tore them down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes, I do. And why not?
You were born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it.
I certainly shan't hold back my hand when I can get anything in it by reaching it out.
His blankets!
He isn't likely to catch cold without them.
He'd have anything catching, did he?
Don't you be afraid of that. I wasn't so fond of him that I'd loiter about if he did. You may look through that shirt till your eyes ache. You're not going to find a hole in it, nor a threadbare place. It's the best he had, and a fine one, too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting of it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, for sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. If calico ain't good enough for such a purpose, well, then it isn't good enough for anything.
And not a penny more if I was to be boiled for it.
So this is the end of it. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead.
I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. Why, my life tends this way now, and some of those stolen items were similar to things I owned myself, but... Merciful heaven, what is this? Spirit, this is a fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave its lessons. Please, let us go. I understand, and I would if I could, but I simply do not have the power, Spirit. I do not have the power. If there be anyone in this town who felt some emotion caused by the death of this man, show them to me, Spirit. I beseech you.
I'm so glad you're finally home. What have you heard? Is it good news? Or bad?
Bad, I'm afraid.
We're quite ruined?
No, there's hope yet, Caroline.
The old miser relents, there is. Nothing is past hope if such a miracle has happened.
He is past relenting. He is dead!
Dead? Oh, God be praised! Oh, no, oh, Lord, forgive me.
I had been trying to see him several times and thought he was merely trying to avoid me, but it was quite true. Turns out that he was not only very ill, but he was dying even then.
To whom will our debt be transferred?
I don't know. But before that time, we shall be ready with the money. And even if we are not, it would be a bad fortune indeed if we found a new creditor as merciless as he. We may sleep tonight with light hearts, Caroline.
Spirit, I ask to see some emotion caused by the death of this man. You show me only the pleasure that it brought? Let me see some tenderness connected to the death, Spirit. I pray you.
And he took a child, and he laid him in the midst of them, and he said to them, "Whenever you welcome a little child, you welcome me."
Where have I heard those words before? Did I dream them? Why does he not go on?
The color hurts my eyes.
The color?
They're better now. It makes them weak by candlelight, and I shan't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home for the world. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. But I've noticed, Father's been walking slower than he used to these past few evenings, Mother.
I have known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulders very fast indeed.
And so have I.
And so have I. He was so very light to carry, and his father loved him so. There was no trouble. No trouble. And there's your father at the door.
I went by there today.
You did?
Yes, my dear. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often enough. I promised him I would walk there on a Sunday. My little child. My little... Guess who I saw today? Fred Hollywell, Scrooge's nephew. I met him on the street. I tried to be jolly, but he saw right through me. And him being such a nice man, I couldn't help but confide in him. He really is such a nice young man, and so well-spoken that it was easy for me to talk to him about. And do you know what he said to me? He said, "I am heartily sorry, Mr. Cratchit. Heartily sorry. And that I should express the same sentiment to my good wife." By the by, how he ever knew that, I don't know.
Knew what, my dear?
That you were a good wife.
Everybody knows that.
Very well observed, my boy. I hope they do. Heartily sorry, he said, and he pledged to be of any service that he could to us. He even gave me his card and said I should call on him at his home. I think we should. If not for anything he can do for us, so much as for his kind way. Of that, I am thankful. It really seemed as if he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
You'd be sure of it, my dear, if you saw him and spoke with him. Oh, Peter! Mark what I say. It should not surprise me if he has found a better situation for you.
Oh, Peter! Do you hear that, Peter?
He knows an apprenticeship to begin at 8 shillings a week.
8 shillings a week?
Soon you will be keeping company with a young lady, Peter, and making house for yourself.
Get along with you.
There will be plenty of time for that, my dear. But however and whenever we part, I am sure that we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we? Or this, our first Christmas without him.
Never, Father. And I know, my dears, that when we remember how patient and how mild he was, although he was a little child, we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
No, never.
I'm very happy. I am very happy.
Spectre, our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Tell me what man that was whom we saw lying dead. Before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadow of things that will be, or are they only the shadow of things that may be? The course of a man's life preserved will foresee certain ends. But if a man changes from that course, certainly things can change. Say it is thus with what you show me, Spirit. No, it can't be! Am I the man that no one mourned? Am I the man that lay upon that bed? Say it isn't so, Spirit! The evils that beset our path, who can prevent or cure? We stand upon the brink of death, when most we seem secure. Disease and pain invade our health, and find an easy prey, and oft when least expected wealth takes wing, flies away. Woe is me! No, Spirit! No, no, no! The grounds from which we look for fruit have often yielded pain. A worm unseen attacks the root, and all our hopes are vain. Woe is me! No, Spirit! No, no, no! Woe is me! Death angels bear my soul. Teach me the measure of my days. No! Spirit, hear me. I am not that man. I am not the man I was. Your visits have opened my eyes, and I will not be that man ever again. Spirit, why show me this if I'm past all hope? Good Spirit, let your nature intercede for me. Pity me. Assure me that I may yet change the things you've showed me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart, and I will try to keep it all year. I will learn and remember from the lessons of the past. I will live in the present, and I will embrace all that is to come in the future. The spirit of all three shall strive within me. I will not forget these lessons. Oh, tell me I can sponge away the writing on that stone!
On high, in heaven the bells are ringing. Ding dong, verily the sky is ringing with angels singing.
Wait, what day is it? How long have I been gone? I don't know, but I'm alive! I'm alive! I will live in the past, the present, and the future. Oh, the spirit of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, Christmas time in heaven be praised for this. I say it on my knees, Jacob, on my knees. They are not torn down, rings and all, they're here. I am here. The shadow of things that would have been may be dispelled, and they will be. I know they will be. Wow! I don't know what to do. I feel as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as goody as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody. A Happy New Year to all the world. I don't know what day it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything. I'm like a baby. Never mind, I don't care. I'd rather be a baby. You! Hello! Boy, what day is it?
Today?
Yes.
Why, it's Christmas Day!
Oh, Christmas Day, are you sure, my good fellow?
I should hope I am.
It's Christmas Day! I haven't missed it! The spirits have done it all in one night. Oh, they can do anything they like. Of course they can. Of course they can. My good fellow, do you know the poulterer at the next street at the corner?
I should hope I do.
An intelligent boy, a remarkable boy. Do you know if they sold the prize turkey that was hanging there? Not the little prize turkey, the big one.
The one as big as me.
A delightful boy. It's a pleasure to be talking to him. Yes, my buck.
Oh, it's hanging there now.
Is it? Go and buy it.
Move on.
No, I am in earnest. Go and buy it and tell them to bring it here, and I will give them the direction of which to take it. Come back with the man, and I will give you a shilling. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He shan't know who sent it, and I shall not tell him. Why, that bird will be twice the size of Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim? Tiny Tim will live! Bless my soul, Tiny Tim will live. I don't know how, but they did it all in one night. I promise the spirits of Christmas past, present, and future shall strive within me. I say it on my knees. A Merry Christmas to everybody. A Happy New Year to all the world.
merrily on high. In heaven the bells are ringing. Ding dong, merrily the sky is ridden with angels singing. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Ding dong, 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 Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis.
Oh, good job, my boy. Good job. Why, that's a remarkable turkey. It's nearly twice the size of Tiny Tim. Why, it's nearly twice the size of you, my lad. Oh, it's a beautiful turkey. Merry Christmas. And I was right. That turkey will be impossible to take to Camden Town. You must have a cab.
Camden Town, sir.
Yes, this turkey is to be delivered immediately to the home of Bob Cratchit and his family in Camden Town. Now, here, I've written out all the directions. Now, now, this is for the turkey,
Thank you, sir.
and here is the money for delivery,
Thank you, sir.
and this is a tip for you, sir,
Thank you, sir.
and for you, my good boy, half a crown. Oh, very well deserved, my good boy. Yes, very, very well deserved.
Thank you. And Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas. Ah, my dear friends, I do hope you succeeded yesterday. A very Merry Christmas to you, friends.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name, and I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask my apologies, and do you have the goodness to accept this?
Lord bless me. My dear Mr. Scrooge, you cannot be serious.
If you please, and not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you.
My dear sir, I don't know what to say to such a
Don't
generous...
say anything. Just please come and visit me sometime to collect. Will you come?
We will.
Thank you both. I thank you 50 times. Bless you both, and have a Merry Christmas.
Christmas comes again, and the very merry church bells ring.
Christmas comes again, let the happy little children sing. And glory be to God,
Resounds once more through earth and sky, for Christmas comes again, and the very merry church bells ring. Joy bells ringing,
carolers singing.
It's a very merry Christmas day, a very merry Christmas day. Christmas comes again, Gloria, Gloria. Christmas comes again, Gloria, Gloria. In excelsis, in excelsis Deo. Glory be to God on high, resounds once more through earth and sky, for Christmas comes again, and the very merry church bells ring. Joy bells ringing, it's a very merry Christmas day, a very merry Christmas day, a very merry Christmas day.
Is your master at home, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Where is he, my love?
He's in the parlor, sir, along with Mistress. They're getting ready for a party. Would you come in?
Who is it? Are the guests arriving already?
Hello, Fred.
Why, bless my heart. Who's that?
It is I, your Uncle Scrooge.
Of course it is, Uncle Scrooge.
I seem to recall an invitation that you gave me yesterday to come and dine with you. That invitation is still valid. I should like to accept.
I don't know what to say.
You could say, bah humbug! A retort I sincerely repent of and shall never use again. Or you could say, yes, come in, sit down.
Oh, yes, of course you should come in. Uncle Scrooge, you have made us so happy.
My dear, it is plain to me now why my nephew chose you among women. You are indeed lovely and gracious, and I can tell you love my nephew very much.
Thank you, Uncle Scrooge. We're very happy that you've joined us.
I apologize for the things I said yesterday about Christmas, and I'm sorry for the poor reception I gave you. I was rather gruff. You did not deserve that. I see the image of my sister in your face. I loved her, you know, and she loved you.
I know it, Uncle Scrooge. She loves you very much, and she wished until her dying day that we should always be close.
And so we are, Fred, and so we are and shall be.
Please, come on.
With boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don the our gay apparel, la 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 la. Joel the ancient's Yuletide carol, la 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 la. That's the way the old year passes, la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing the joyous all together, la 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 la. In the summer winds and weather, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Merry, Merry Christmas, yay!
Hello.
Morning, sir.
You are late.
Yes, sir.
Just what do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm behind my time.
You are. Yes, I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please.
It is only once a year. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
Ah. Well, my friend, I will not stand for this sort of thing. And therefore, I'm going to give you a raise! A Merry Christmas, Bob Cratchit! A merrier Christmas, Bob, than I have given you in many a year. I'll raise your salary. No, double it, and do whatever I can to assist you with your struggling family. As for Tiny Tim, he will walk again, I'm sure of it. Now, put some extra coal onto the fire, Bob Cratchit. We will discuss your future over a bowl of smoking bishop. Come in.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Hello, what are you doing here?
Thank you for coming.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let every secret king, let every heart prepare in room. Let heaven and nature sing, let heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the old city knew. And ever afterward, it was always said of Ebenezer Scrooge that he knew how to keep Christmas well. And that truly be said of all of us. And, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone! I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. And what was in those ships, all 3 on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day? And what was in those ships, all 3 on Christmas Day in the morning? Our Savior Christ and His Lady on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Our Savior Christ and His Lady on Christmas Day in the morning. And all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. And all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day in the morning.